Okay, today we are solving rational equations. And if I look hot, it's because I am. My AC unit started leaking and we had to cut it off, and you might hear some fans blowing by. And if that's the case, I'm sorry. It's just super hot in here. All right, so when solving rational equations, what makes it a rational equation is if it has fractions, like if it has a bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to find our least common denominator. Now, for the least common denominator, you look at all your bottoms. You have to include it. So I have to have a 2, and I have to have an x plus 1. And I look, and if there's something else, I have to have it too. It's like I got to have a 2, I got to have x plus 1, but you don't have to put it twice. And I'll show you what I mean by that on this one. And we're going to multiply the least common denominator on all the top. So I'm going to write the whole thing out. If you see my hair blowing in the wind, because every fan, I got 6 fans on right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 2 and x plus 1 on all the tops. And then I'm going to cancel anything that can cancel. So on the first one, I cancel my 2's. The second one, I cancel my x plus 1's. The third one, I technically cancel the 1 just with nothing. There's nothing left there. So what I end up with is I have x plus 1 times 2x minus 3 plus I have a 2 and a 5x and then a 2x and an x plus 1. I'm going to fold those out. So I have 2x squared minus 3x plus 2x. Sorry, I'm getting situated. Minus 3 plus, that'll be 10x equals 2x squared plus 2x. Combine like terms, so I have 2x squared, I got a negative 3, a positive 2, and a 10, make negative 1 plus 10, 9, minus 3 equals 2x squared. I feel like I've done something wrong. No, I have not. We're good. So the 2x squareds actually cancel out, and then I have 9x minus 3 equals 2x. So I have negative 3 equals negative 7x. Yeah, we're good. I did it a different way on my paper earlier, and I got the same answer. I don't know what I did. Anyway, this might be a little bit low. So let's look at this one. Anything that doesn't have a bottom, you put a 1 under it. And then, so my least common denominator, I have to put an x minus, oh, sorry about that. Oh my goodness. I have to put an x minus 5, and then I need a 1. And then I look, and that's an x minus 5 as well. Well, I already have an x minus 5. I do not have to put it again. So my least common denominator is x minus 5. So I'm going to put an x minus 5 on all the tops. Okay, so my x minus 5's here cancel. Nothing cancels on the second one, but then my x minus 5's cancel there. So I have an x left on the first one, a 5 and an x minus 5, and then just a 5. So x plus 5x minus, just go ahead and distribute that out, 25. Combine like terms, you have 6x. Add the 25. So 6x equals 30, and then divide by 6, x equals 5. And before I go on to the next one, I really need to talk about the fact that you have to check your answers. Okay, so we're going to go all the way back to our original problem on both of these, and I'm going to look at what can I not have. The rule is that the bottom cannot be 0. Okay, so on this one, x plus 1, I'm just going to do this in red, cannot be 0. So if you minus 1, x cannot be negative 1. And on here, I have x minus 5 cannot be 0. So x cannot be 5. Well, I said x can't be 5, but doggone it, I got x equals 5 as my answer. So what I have to do is I have to throw that away and say no solution. So if you checked it, if you plugged it back in, you would have 5 divided by 0, and you cannot divide by 0, so you'd have to just throw that away. Okay, so those first two, we didn't have to factor or anything. On this one, we do. So step 1 is to factor your bottoms, if you can. So this one, I have x and x minus 3. So if I look at my least common denominator, I've got to put an x minus 3. I have to put an x. And then I look at this one, and you know what? I have an x and an x minus 3. Well, I already have both an x and an x minus 3, so I do not have to put it again. So I'm going to multiply on the tops by x and x minus 3. I would write the whole thing out like I did on the first one. It just takes too long. So the x minus 3's cancel, the x cancels, and the x and the x minus 3 cancels. So what you have is you have x and x minus 5 plus you have a 1 and an x minus 3 equals a negative 7. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. So I have x squared minus 5x plus x minus 3 equals negative 7. Go ahead and combine like terms. So minus 4x minus 3 equals negative 7. You have to always set them equal to 0. Move that down just a little bit. So I have x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0, and then I factor it. So I got my little sum and product chart. So what multiplies to give me positive 4 and adds to give me negative 4? That's going to be negative 2 and negative 2. So I can use my shortcut because there's no number in front. So I have x minus 2 and x minus 2. So I have two answers, but it's the same answer twice. So I have x equals 2. I look back up. Is that one of the answers that I could not have? No. I couldn't have x could not be 3 and x could not be 0. Well, it's not 3 or 0. It's 2. So I'm good. My answer is x equals 2. So let's look at B. I'm actually going to erase this whole page because I'm slightly ADD and that distracts me very bad. So looking at the second one, I'm going to factor the bottom. So I have x plus 5, x minus 5, because that's the difference of two squareds. So my least common denominator, I have to have an x plus 5. I have to have an x minus 5. And then I'll look at my third one. Well, I've already got an x plus 5 and x minus 5, so I don't have to put it again. So my least common denominator is going to be x plus 5, x minus 5, and I'm going to put that on all my tops. Sorry, there was somebody at my door. The x plus 5's cancel, the x minus 5's cancel, and the x plus 5 and the x minus 5's cancel. You want to be in my video?
Hey!
For my college students?
Oh!
Yeah, all right. So then you have an x and an x minus 5 plus a 5 and an x plus 5 equals a 50. So then you got x squared minus 5x plus 5x plus 25 equals 50. The 5x's cancel, so you have x squared plus 25 equals 50. Now, I don't have an x in the middle, so I can just minus 25 from both sides. So x squared equals 25. Take the square root, and you get plus or minus 5. Well, what answers could I not have? I could not have negative 5, and I could not have 5. So I can't have either one of my answers. I throw them away, and I have no solution. All right, that's the end of that.